When Chevrolet developed its fifth-generation Corvette, they looked back to past versions of the car, but drew on the latest technology to make it the best ever. The 1998 Corvette again uses fiberglass reinforced plastic bodywork, but the new car is 4 times as stiff as the previous generation, which dates back to 1984. The new Corvette has sinuous lines that threaten rivals even when parked, while retaining a family resemblance to earlier versions. Fans of America's sports car legend wouldn't have it any other way. Helping the Corvette rocket to 60 miles an hour in less than 5 seconds is a new aluminum V8 of just under 5.7 liters with an impressive 345 horsepower. Top speed is estimated at 175 miles per hour, and the transmission is a 6-speed manual. Nimble handling is aided by adjustable, fully independent suspension, and ventilated anti-lock disc brakes help keep all this performance in check. The car is also equipped with a long list of high-tech features, including run-flat tires, the pressure of which can be checked on the instrument panel. The Corvette has always offered exotic car performance for a fair price, and the new car continues this tradition, costing little more than its predecessor. General Motors was founded in 1908 and is the world's biggest automaker and the largest global corporation in any field. Today, GM has 7 vehicle-producing divisions in North America, with other GM affiliates spanning the globe from Europe to Asia. Chevrolet has always been the corporation's strongest-selling nameplate, and although Chevrolet has always been linked to affordable family transportation, it also builds one of North America's sports car legends, the Corvette. The first Vette rolled off the assembly line in 1953 and was a big hit right from the start. Every Corvette since has won a place in automotive history, and each model is much coveted by collectors and enthusiasts. The sleek 1998 fifth-generation model, the first all-new Corvette since 1984, remains close to the original concept, with a fiberglass body and a powerful V8 engine. Advanced features add up to a car that will stay competitive into the next millennium. Other Chevrolet nameplates may come and go, but fans can rest assured that there'll always be a Corvette in the range. When Chevrolet developed its fifth-generation Corvette, they looked back to past versions of the car, but drew on the latest technology to make it the best ever. The 1998 Corvette again uses fiberglass reinforced plastic bodywork, but the new car is 4 times as stiff as... With its bold angular lines and swing-up doors, the remarkable Lamborghini Countach 5000S is often called the stealth fighter of sports cars. Right from its 1971 debut, this car has been a standout, and no other manufacturer has ever quite matched this Lamborghini's brash styling. Even early versions would rocket to 60 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds, and a top speed near 190 miles per hour was all in a day's work for this amazing aluminum-bodied supercar. In 1988, Lamborghini celebrated its 25th anniversary by producing a limited number of Countach models, including some with an advanced 48-valve engine. Still turning heads and making pulses race, few rivals can match its speed and handling. Even Lamborghini's elegant and striking Diablo seems restrained by comparison. Supercars may come and go, but there'll never be another Countach. It seems a long way from tractors to supercars, but that's the route Ferruccio Lamborghini took when he decided in 1962 that it was time for someone to build a better sports car than Ferrari. Many experts concede that the tractor builder did a pretty good job with his automobiles, and few would deny that some of the most stunning cars of the past 30 years have emerged from the Lamborghini factory. From the earliest sports coupe to the current Diablo models, Lamborghinis have always been remarkable automobiles with sensational levels of performance. The 1967 Miura was staggeringly beautiful, technically advanced, and remains amazingly fast despite the passing years, thus retaining its sought-after status at classic car auctions. The 1974 Countach placed Lamborghini firmly among supercar trendsetters with its brash and revolutionary styling, which turns heads even today. The current Diablo, sold as coupe or roadster, continues this love of automotive drama, and future Lamborghinis will reflect the legacy of creative innovation. Lamborghini inspires rather than copies other automakers. With its bold angular lines and auto enthusiasts often argue that the optimum sports car would combine Italian styling with a German running gear. And that's just what ITEL Design has achieved with its prototype Nazca C2. Styling is by Giugiaro. With its carbon fiber Le Mans race car bodywork, minimal ground clearance, wide grippy tires, and semi-gull-wing doors, the Nazca was developed for performance driving at the highest level. Aerodynamic aids include a deep front chin spoiler and rear spoilers atop the engine cover and under the rear bumper. The drag coefficient is one of the lowest on any automobile, even in the supercar class. The luxurious leather-trimmed interior sets new standards with its wraparound dash, racing bucket seats with full harness belts, and a sleek glass roof panel. A BMW engineered 5.6-liter V12 power plant is mounted centrally, just behind the seats. It produces a silky smooth 380 horsepower and provides exhilarating performance. 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds and a top speed of over 190 miles per hour. Italy has been home to many of the world's great automotive stylists over the years. But Giorgetto Giugiaro and ITEL Design, the organization he runs with Aldo Mantovani, has always been in the front rank. ITEL Design was founded in 1968 and has created a bewildering number of vehicles, some destined for production and others never to be seen outside of an auto show. Among many radical and significant automobiles penned by ITEL Design were the beautiful retro-style Bugatti EB112 of 1993 and the BMW V12-based Nazca C2 of 1991, a stunningly fast sports coupe. Landmark production cars have included the original 1974 Volkswagen Golf and Rabbit, the 1972 Lotus Esprit, and the Hyundai Pony. These and many other ITEL-designed production cars are still regarded as having made a significant mark on automotive history. The talented studio continues to produce innovative vehicles in every possible configuration for major automakers worldwide. Ferrari always surprises with new models, and the launch of the beautiful two-seater 550 Maranello, named after the town near Modena where all Ferrari models in history have been developed and built, was no exception. Following the lead of the earlier 2+2-seater 456 GT, the 550 uses a front-engine configuration, something most fans thought Ferrari had left behind with the fabled Daytona Coupe. Under its sleek hood, the 550 Maranello has one of Ferrari's superbly sculpted V12 power plants, a 485 horsepower unit that will take the car to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. Give it some room, and the 550 will bear down on 200 miles per hour. A luxurious leather-trimmed cockpit features backlit instruments and Ferrari's traditional gated shift lever for the 6-speed manual transmission. The 550 Maranello signals new directions for Ferrari, with its upfront engine and styling cues that recall fabled cars like the 250 GTO. Current Ferraris are among the most elegant ever produced, and the waiting list for new models just keeps growing. In auto racing history, Enzo Ferrari is a legend. But few fans realize that he started his career racing Alfa Romeos in the 1920s. In fact, the famed Ferrari prancing horse symbol of an Italian World War I flying ace first appeared on one of Enzo's racing Alfas. It wasn't until the late 1940s that cars bearing the Ferrari name appeared, and they were winners right from the start. Every Ferrari model, including standouts like the Testarossa and Daytona, has its place in automotive history. Today's superb Ferrari road cars continue the tradition. In international auto racing, no rival has endured for as long as Ferrari, and no team has won as many races in such a wide variety of formulas, from Grand Prix events to Le Mans. Ferrari, now part of the giant Fiat empire, remains a top competition contender. Over the years, the world's elite race drivers have piloted Ferraris, from Juan Manuel Fangio in the 1950s to Michael Schumacher today. Ferrari road cars have always been an inspiration to other makers, and new models continue to sell out in the first years of production. The Lamborghini Diablo was developed to replace the awesome Countach, and it got the job done superbly. Sleek, ground-hugging styling incorporates the unique upward swinging doors made famous by the Countach. Diablo bodywork is constructed from steel tubing, aluminum alloy, and carbon fiber to create a rigid, lightweight structure, which contributes towards the car's startling performance. Located amidships is Lamborghini's superb 5.7-liter V12 engine with 529 horsepower on tap. Expect to take less than 4 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour and reach top speeds of just under 210 miles per hour. Semi-active suspension makes for very agile handling, and Formula One-style Brembo disc brakes stop the scenery blurring on a whip. A luxurious interior includes hip-hugging race car-type seats and suede dash trim. From the cockpit, the driver gets a better view of the outside world than from most rival supercars. Engine noise is well damped, but enough remains of that wonderful V12 howl to thrill even the most jaded sports car fan. Drive a Diablo and expect to be the center of attention wherever you go. It's that kind of car. It seems a long way from tractors to supercars, but that's the route Ferruccio Lamborghini took when he decided in 1962 that it was time for someone to build a better sports car than Ferrari. Many experts concede that the tractor builder did a pretty good job with his automobiles, and few would deny that some of the most stunning cars of the past 30 years have emerged from the Lamborghini factory. From the earliest sports coupe to the current Diablo models, Lamborghinis have always been remarkable automobiles with sensational levels of performance. The 1967 Miura was staggeringly beautiful, technically advanced, and remains amazingly fast despite the passing years, thus retaining its sought-after status at classic car auctions. The 1974 Countach placed Lamborghini firmly among supercar trendsetters with its brash and revolutionary styling, which turns heads even today. The current Diablo, sold as coupe or roadster, continues this love of automotive drama, and future Lamborghinis will reflect the legacy of creative innovation. Lamborghini inspires rather than copies other automakers. Racing cars are supposed to be purely functional rather than beautiful. But nobody told Jaguar's performance division Jaguar Sport that when it set out to design the XJR15. Based on a concept car developed by Jaguar's racing contractor Tom Walkinshaw Racing, or TWR, to evaluate carbon composite materials in high-performance vehicles, the XJR15 stands as one of the most visually attractive race cars ever built. Constructed in limited numbers for sports car competition, the Svelte Racer was built around a 470 horsepower version of Jaguar's mostly alloy 6.0-liter V12 engine with electronic fuel injection. The power plant is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. The chassis and body were built in England by TWR using advanced carbon fiber and Kevlar. All other components were also built by TWR, with whom Jaguar had won the Le Mans 24-hour race in 1988 and 1990. The Racing Jag was developed for the one-make Jaguar Intercontinental Challenge Series, run on 3 of the world's most famous circuits in 1991, and with a first prize in the last race of $1 million. Maximum speed in racing trim was 190 miles per hour, and acceleration was blindingly fast. Just 50 XJR15s were built, making this a rare classic with a place in the annals of auto racing. Looking at today's sleek and opulent Jaguars, it's hard to believe that the prestigious British automaker had its origins in manufacturing motorcycle sidecars in 1922. Progressing through what were the subcompacts of the 1930s, Jaguar produced its first serious luxury sportster in 1935. After World War II, the sensational XK120 was launched, along with an advanced 6-cylinder engine that was to become a Jaguar mainstay for decades. In 1961, Jaguar unveiled the timeless E-Type, still considered one of the most beautiful sports cars ever created. Jaguar sedans have always stood apart from lesser automobiles for their grace, style, and wonderful leather and wood interior trim. The sensational 200-plus miles per hour XJ220 placed Jaguar firmly in the ranks of supercar builders. Jaguar's racing successes have been highlighted by many victories over the years at the famed Le Mans 24-hour race. Jaguar's most recent achievement has been to equip all its sedans with silky new V8 engines. There's also talk of a new range of smaller sedans to allow more buyers the delights of Jaguar ownership. It can sometimes take years to develop a series-winning race car, but not for the AMG engineers who developed the sensational Mercedes CLK GTR. From the initial go-ahead by Mercedes-Benz to serious track testing, it took 128 days. An astonishing feat, considering the complexity of today's race cars for international competition. The AMG Mercedes racing team is rightly proud of this achievement, especially since the CLK GTR won the tough International FIA GT Series in its debut season. The CLK GTR, based on Mercedes' elegant new CLK Coupe, uses an advanced carbon fiber lightweight monocoque. Power plant is a 6.0-liter V12, similar to the one used in Mercedes' S-Class luxury sedan, but tuned to produce a thundering 600 horsepower. Top speed is in excess of 200 miles per hour. Immense cornering power is aided by double wishbone suspension, front and rear. Formula One-style carbon fiber vented disc brakes keep the rapid CLK GTR under control. Few race cars have been developed as quickly as this one, and even fewer have been as successful right out of the gate. Mercedes-Benz dates back to the 19th century when the old Benz company created one of the world's first automobiles, a fragile-looking three-wheeler in 1886. The name Mercedes was inspired by the daughter of an auto dealer who helped save the firm during a bad spell by ordering a large batch of cars. Famed Mercedes models have included the stylish sports cars of the 1930s, stately sedans, the legendary Gullwing, and many other landmark automobiles. Today, the Mercedes reputation is held high by models like the luxurious S-Class sedan and newer products like the SLK Sports Convertible and M-Class 4x4. Mercedes dominated Grand Prix racing in the 1930s with its powerful and immaculately prepared cars, and again in the 1950s. Mercedes is now back in racing, supplying engines for both Formula One and IndyCar teams, as well as debuting their CLK GTR in the 1997 FIA GT racing season. Following its pioneering heritage, Mercedes is now building prototype vehicles powered by fuel cells rather than combustion engines. Fuel cells used on space shuttles produce zero emissions and point the way to future transportation. Succeeding a long line of V8-powered Ferraris, from the original 308s to the most recent 348s, the Pininfarina-style 355 F1 is a feat of tastefully restrained drama. From a 3.5-liter V8 power plant of exceptionally advanced design, the 355 F1 boasts 5 valves per cylinder and double overhead cams, churning out 375 horsepower. Very impressive for a car under 3,000 pounds. The V8 is mounted just aft of the cockpit, giving the car extraordinary balance and weight distribution. This translates into superb handling and makes it one of the quickest cars through a slalom test course. High-speed stability is aided by a smooth aerodynamic underbody, while also sporting an electro-hydraulic transmission system, a technology used in Formula One cars. The combination of this gearbox, the ability to change gears using controls on the steering wheel, and the absence of a clutch pedal translates into improved performance via a 50% reduction in shifting time. Don't doubt that straight-line performance matches handling. This flyer from Maranello will top 60 miles per hour in a brisk 4.6 seconds, and top speed is an equally impressive 183 miles per hour. Outstanding ABS brakes round out the package, keeping all this performance in check. Although the 355 F1 is the most affordable automobile in the legendary Italian automaker's lineup, it's still very much a Ferrari. In auto racing history, Enzo Ferrari is a legend, but few fans realize that he started his career racing Alfa Romeos in the 1920s. In fact, The famed Ferrari prancing horse symbol of an Italian World War I flying ace first appeared on one of Enzo's racing Alphas. It wasn't until the late 1940s that cars bearing the Ferrari name appeared, and they were winners right from the start. Every Ferrari model, including standouts like the Testarossa and Daytona, has its place in automotive history. Today's superb Ferrari road cars continue the tradition. In international auto racing, no rival has endured for as long as Ferrari, and no team has won as many races in such a wide variety of formulas, from Grand Prix events to Le Mans. Ferrari, now part of the giant Fiat empire, remains a top competition contender. Over the years, the world's elite race drivers have piloted Ferraris, from Juan Manuel Fangio in the 1950s to Michael Schumacher today. Ferrari road cars have always been an inspiration to other makers, and new models continue to sell out in the first years of production.